The City of Diamond Bar welcomes a brand new park into our community with a recent ribbon cutting ceremony for Diamond Canyon Park. Here's a look at some of the highlights from this event.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the city's dedication of our community's newest public amenity, Diamond Canyon Neighborhood Park. Joining us today are my fellow council members. You guys wave. Mayor Pro Tem Jimmy Lynn, Council Member Carol Herrera, and Council Member Ruth Lowe. Oh, that's more than they deserve. Stop that. Okay, representing the Diamond Bar Planning Commission is Commissioner Ken Mock. Wave. All right. And from the Diamond Bar Parks and Recreation Commission, we have Chair Dave Grundy, Commissioner Lou Herndon, and Commissioner Betty Liang. What an incredible sight. From this vantage, we can truly admire the balance and the beauty that this park affords. The walking paths that wind around through the gardens that look lovely despite this time of year, the colorful playgrounds to keep children entertained for hours, and the interspersed park benches that will become ideal spots to read, to think, or to just enjoy nature's beauty. Seeing it now in its current state, it's hard to believe that only a few years ago, it was just a barren area alongside a concrete-lined flood control channel. Then in 2013, a group of area residents, some of whom are here today, came together, and several dozen individuals answered an invitation by the city to participate in a workshop hosted by the housing developer and the project landscape architectural design firm. They toured the project site and participated in group discussions. They talked about what they liked and didn't like about the site and the amenities they desire to have in the park. Among the preferred amenities were playgrounds, gardens, walking paths, and now we have it. A truly distinctive and scenic recreational space born of community involvement and consensus. Like I said at the start, the view from this point is impressive, but it's even better up close. There's a total of 5 distinct gardens down here, and each garden is distinctive but yet complementary. We have a flower garden with a long flowering season and eye-catching profuse blooms that attract bees, butterflies, and hummingbirds in droves. The non-irrigated garden that once established can get by on minimal rainfall alone without any supplemental water. There's a succulent garden that can withstand high temperatures and requires very little to no watering. There's a wildlife garden that provides a welcome habitat for songbirds, squirrels, and other small mammals. And finally, we have a wetland garden with various types of ornamental grasses that prefer constant, moist to wet soil. We are lucky to have Greg Clark, landscape architect with David Evans and Associates with us today. Are you up here? Okay, there he is. He is passionate and knowledgeable about the demonstration gardens, and after we cut the ribbon, he's going to be down among the gardens, and you can ask him questions about, what's in this garden and the maintenance of it. So thank you very much for coming today, Greg. But there's another unique aspect to this site that I think is equally special, and that's its historical significance. Those of you who are familiar with our city's history know that the entire area makes up Diamond Bar was previously a ranch, a very successful ranch. It was founded nearly a century ago in 1918 by the late multimillionaire Frederick Lewis. Mr. Lewis took what was essentially thousands of acres of expansive, rural, hilly land and transformed it into a renowned ranch where alfalfa and wheat were cultivated and cattle, Duroc Jersey hogs, and Arabian horses were raised and bred. When he spent time on the ranch, Mr. Lewis lived in a 1-story, 3-bedroom house that he designed and constructed soon after he bought the land. This house was located just across the street where the Evangelical Free Church now sits. And what used to be the entrance to the Diamond Bar Ranch is now the Pepper Tree Plaza, located only 400 feet away. When he sold the ranch in 1943 to his friend William Bartholomew, the house became the home where Bill Bartholomew, only about 6 years at a time, and his family lived. During the 13 years that the Bartholomew family owned the Diamond Bar Ranch, young Bill had access to all this land. Can you imagine, huh? We are literally standing in what was once Bill's backyard, where he explored, played, and rode his horse Snowball, but also where he learned about responsibility and hard work by having chores assigned to him. Bill's dad sold the Diamond Bar Ranch in 1956 to the Transamerica Development Company for the development of what was hoped to be Los Angeles County's largest master planned community. Because of the proximity to the ranch entrance and what was once home to the late Frederick Lewis and Bartholomew family, we couldn't pass up the opportunity to pay tribute to Diamond Bar's ranch roots with our cattle steel cutouts and a monument inspired by the original ranch entrance. We are also so appreciative to have Bill Bartholomew, wave Bill, where are you? Wave. Okay, there he is, here with us today. And so after the ribbon cutting, he will be available to talk about his memories growing up on the Diamond Bar Ranch. Thank you so much for coming, Bill. With that, I'd like to remind you again that we really appreciate you attending, and please make sure you get your commemorative giveaway, which is a nice backpack, and visit with Greg, who's going to be stationed near the center of the demonstration gardens, and also with Bill, who's going to be near the Gateway Monument sign, so he'll be over there. We're now going to take an aerial group photo using our drone, so we're going to get everybody in the picture. And then after that, if I can get the council members, the commissioners, and the project team to join me, we will cut the ribbon. So again, thank you for coming, and we're going to do our photo very shortly.
The park has some historical significance as it resides on part of the property that was once known as the Diamond Bar Ranch, which was owned by the Bartholomew family, whom had control of the nearly 8,000 acres that comprised this region. Bill Bartholomew, who grew up on the ranch, gave us some insight into what life was like back in that day.
Well, what I see now is maturing of the area. It's fine with me, but I remember the ranch. The ranch was important, you know, and a lot of fun memories. But in the 60s, a friend of mine had one of the first houses here, and I had to stop at a gas station to find his house, his address. Happened to be in the meadow where our deer used to come down, and that was the day that it changed from a ranch to a city. So for now, it's the city of Diamond Bar.
In addition to the amenities of picnic tables and a playground for kids, the park has a unique garden area that will showcase a wide range of plants and trees that are native to California and provide a beautiful haven for residents to enjoy a connection with nature.
But this whole renovation project is now bringing life back to this hillside. So it's a real fun project to see just this whole revitalization and the tree mitigation program that the city has in place, and to incorporate that both up top and down here, and to be part of something that the city can enjoy, meander around, walk around, and learn about here in the demonstration garden has been a big part of this whole design project.
Diamond Canyon Park is located at the corner of Diamond Bar Boulevard and Brea Canyon Road and can be accessed at the parking lot entry on Brea Canyon Road. To find out more information, you can contact our Parks and Recreation Department at area code 909-839-7070.